So now I'm off to bed.
You can stay as long as you want.
Put it on my bill.
No, not tonight. I'm sorry if I misled you, but it's not going to happen.
Who is it?
Your tea, sir.
But I didn't order any tea.
What on earth?
Is this a joke? Did Mr. Rye can't pay you to come up.
Just wait. One moment. Bye.
Andy, how was last night? Did you go for your walk with Miss Denker?
Yes, I bloody well did. The more fool me.
Is everything all right, Mr. Barrow?
Just fine, Mrs. Hughes. Thank you.
Michael and I had luncheon here on our very first date.
One day you'll be glad to think of the times you spent together.
You are the only member of the family that seems to understand.
Sorry we're late.
How did you get on?
Oh, so well. If I show you, the women here will be too jealous to eat.
Oh, this came for you by messenger. Carson asked me to give it to you.
Thank you.
Who's it from?
It's not signed. It's just a note that says last night.
What is it?
Atticus. Picking up a tart of some kind and letting her into his room.
What? Oh, God.
Have some water.
Are you ready to order?
May we have a few more moments?
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll talk tonight, but what shall I do about the wedding?
I'll tell you what you'll do. You'll go and telephone Atticus now. Arrange to see him this afternoon. Mary, go with her. This is classic stag party stuff.
You mean they got him drunk, set him up and booked a photographer to maximize his embarrassment?
I'm sure he's regretting it bitterly this morning.
But he's regretting it enough. It wouldn't be for me.
Of course, there is a man who'd rather this marriage didn't take place. And his name's Lord Cinderby.
But would he do something so grubby?
You'd be surprised what people can sing to get their own way.
They're talking now. He'll meet her in St. James's Park at 3.
And this is to confirm there'll be no upstairs dinner tonight. The family is dining with Lady Cinderby. I can't see why we bothered to get an extra footman. We should have just hired some help for the wedding and left it at that.
It's unusual for a bridegroom's parents to entertain just before a marriage. It feels quite foreign.
Maybe that's ought to do it differently.
Oh, don't you start.
I am not prejudiced, Mrs. Hughes. There are many things you could accuse me of, but not that.
How about lack of self-knowledge?
Mr. Carson, could Andy have some time off tonight, if the family don't need him?
He's only been here for a couple of days, and he's already asking for extra time off.
He wants me to show him a bit of the town.
And the Dowager.
I'll be back in time to put her to bed.
I want everyone here until the family leaves, and make sure you're back by 10 o'clock.
What were you going to show him that you didn't show him last night?
Why? What did he tell you?
Only that he didn't enjoy himself.
Oh, poor diddums. I hope he's made of sterner stuff than that.
I never even knew it existed.
Oh, I like these smaller museums. The Wallace Collection, or the Moritz House near The Hague.
Have you been to Holland?
No, I've just read about it. It's as if the intimacy, being near the paintings, makes them more powerful.
I feel the same. Do you, Daisy?
I feel as if I've been down a coal hole and someone's opened the lid and brought me into the sunlight.
Well, that's very gratifying.
Is it, though? I feel so resentful, so discontented. It's as if my old life were a prison I have to go back to.
Don't say that. I don't want to think I've made things worse.
Isn't that Lady Rose?
Yes, will you please leave it? Right, this doesn't even make any sense. Stop.
Let's leave them to it.
I don't know. You're never safe till the ring's on your finger.
Do you want to be safe, Miss Baxter?
I might.
You really believe I would stoop so low? You think that of me?
I'm satisfied it was not a prank.
Rather a thought-out plan to induce Lady Rose to withdraw from the marriage.
Call her Rose, for heaven's sake.
And you think I am the perpetrator?
You are opposed to my marrying her. Much more so than I've confessed to Rose or any of her family.
Very well. Let us be honest. I am against it. Our family has achieved a great deal since we came to this country, and not just for ourselves, for our people. We have a proud history, and we've taken our place among the leaders in this land. And now you want to throw all that away for this little shiksa.
Don't call her that!
I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult the girl. She seems decent enough. But she is English and Anglican. And so will her children be.
She's Scottish.
Oh, British, then. The second Lord Cinderby may be Jewish, but the third will not. And soon our family will be one more British dynasty with all the same prejudices as everyone else who shops at Harrods.
Any children we may have will be brought up to know both sides of their heritage.
Your children will not be Jewish, don't you understand that? Their mother will not be Jewish, and neither will they.
They may choose to convert. Or are you implacably opposed to giving anyone a free choice?
How easy you make it sound. Now, how little you've had to fight.
You must come. They're here.
I need your word it wasn't you.
Of course it wasn't me. Don't you know me at all?
Atticus says it must have been a practical joke.
Do you believe him?
I don't think it was a joke. It was either true and he's lying, or someone's trying to stop the wedding. And I'd like to know which. Preferably before Friday.
Rose, may I introduce you to my cousin, Sir John Glove?
Come.
Excuse me.
We'd better act fast before it all hits the rocks.
Everything seems to be hitting the rocks at the moment.
That's a bit sad.
I mean it. Sybil was my ally and she's gone. Now Rose. And you're about to leave and take Sibby with you. It's too much to bear.
Mary, I must live my life.
What, and leave me alone with Edith? When you read in the paper I'm on trial for murder, it'll be your fault.
Maybe you're right and it wasn't a joke. And all I care about is you should believe me.
Of course I do. It's almost worse to know there's someone out there who hates us enough to concoct such a lie.
Tell us more about British India.
It's a wonderful country. Bombay is a marvellous city. But I'm not sure how long British India has to go.
We heard about that terrible Amritsar business.
Amritsar was a very unfortunate incident, ordered by a foolish man.
I can't agree. General Dyer was just doing his duty.
You haven't got that quite right.
Well, I suppose we're each entitled to our own opinion.
Are we? I hesitate to remind you that Shrimpy knows India, and you don't.
You look very serious.
Granny, do you think Lord Cinderby would try anything horrible to prevent the wedding?
Well, he'd certainly like it stopped.
But he does love Atticus.
My dear love is a far more dangerous motive than dislike.